I just found out that one of my heroes passed away. I don't know how it slipped by me, but thank you, Jim Connon, for sharing the information with me about Herb Kelleher, CEO of Southwest Airlines. As you can probably imagine, now, if you know anything about Southwest Airlines, know anything about Herb Kelleher, besides the fact that I have used them as examples in how to be uncopyable multiple times in speeches and writing and in my book, Uncopyable, the guy was a maverick. The guy was a total maverick, and certainly was the face of Southwest Airlines, and certainly was the heart and soul of the culture and what made them so successful. There were three things that I want to say about there's a lot of stuff that Herb did at Southwest Airlines, and I encourage you. One of the things I would encourage you to do is go get the book Nuts. I believe it came out in like 1995 or something like that. But if you have not read that, you should go read that and get a sense for his voice and how he led Southwest Airlines, and also some of the crazy stuff that they did back then while he was CEO. It's just great stuff, and you can steal from that, right? Stealing genius, you can steal from anywhere, and you can steal ideas from Southwest Airlines that you can use to be more successful in your company. But there are three things that I want to point out that I really liked Herb Kelleher for. And the first thing was that he did not take himself too seriously. And to me, it's like one of my rules. If you've never seen my rules, go to my website, theadventure.com, and at the top, go across the top, and you'll see one of the links says, my rules. Click that to read that. And one of the things I talk in there about is about taking ourselves too seriously. Man, he just would not do it. He was a high energy, crazy guy. He loved people. He loved his employees. He always said, employees first, customers second. And he took great care of the customers. And the stories behind him are legend. But that a lot of that came out of the fact that he said, look, he doesn't take himself too seriously. There was a story about one time when he was on an elevator with a CEO of another major organization, and two employees of that organization came onto the elevator. The CEO did not say a word to them, and then later on, the CEO asked Herb, hey, how can I, be more successful like you and have a culture like yours here in my company? And Herb's response was, well, you could start by saying hello to your employees. So you see stuff like that. He was really an epic kind of guy. So number one, he didn't take himself too seriously. Number two, he did not follow the crowd. And as I have said so often in the Uncopyable thing, is that's what kills us. The reason why commoditization is taking over. Yes, technology is creating commoditization, but it's also because so many of us simply see what others are doing, and then we go, oh, well, we have to do that too. We have to do that too. And in the airline industry, for example, they were, the major airlines were making changes that Southwest simply would not do. The idea of charging for baggage. Right? All the major airlines, just fell in lockstep with each other that they were going to charge for baggage. And Southwest said, no, we're not going to do that. All the big airlines said they were going to do the the hub and spoke system for flights, and Southwest would not do that. They maintained point-to-point flight routes, which helped to avoid delays and the chaos of if there's weather problems or anything like that. And some people said that the way they would analyze the way Herb did that was that he was slow to change. No, it wasn't that he was slow to change. He just did not want to follow the crowd, and so he rebelled against them. He thought about it. Think about the baggage thing. It actually makes huge sense that one way to separate yourself from the crowd is that whatever they are doing, don't do it. So that was number 2. And number 3, he loved Wild Turkey Bourbon 101. And you got to give a guy a lot of credit who will publicly pronounce that he is a huge lover of Wild Turkey Bourbon 101. So wish I had some right here to offer cheers, but rest in peace, Herb Kelleher. You were quite a character, and you were quite a teacher. Thanks very much. This is Steve Miller, better known as Kelly's Dad and Marketing Gunslinger. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Uncopyable Business. I'll be back again next week. In the meantime, always remember, be uncopyable. See ya.